Good evening, everyone, and good night, should I probably say. Um, just wearing my glasses and my shirt from new comic book from the Comic for my costume. I put on a from when I was on Comic here for Matt's Boyhood Sevens, Halloween special. I had a white button-up shirt on, so I was like Superman. So I was having fun with that. It was easy enough to throw together. So I didn't think I'd be doing this video, but I had a little bit of time tonight and figured while I was putting comic books away from my getting ready for Comic I figured I might as well jump on here for 15 minutes and show you the books I got for today. So why not, right? So first up, I got Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 13. Anytime Spider-Man's on the cover with Fantastic Four is really, really cool. It's all that makes you feel all the way back to like it was when Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Nothing quite like having those 5 characters on the cover together. Hey Bear, how's it going? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I got into a fight with a pair of scissors, and unfortunately, I threw paper and it threw scissors. Best Spider-Man book out there right now? Yeah, it's definitely not a bad story. I like it a lot. My favorite one of this run is the Carnageized Spider-Man cover. A book I'm really looking forward to, Red Goblin, Red Death, number 1. It sucks that this is a one-shot. It just sucks that it's one-shot. This is just one awesome, awesome, awesome character. And I really love how you see all these kids on the cover in Halloween costumes. They're really portraying it back to when they're really like paying homage to the fact that Halloween is tomorrow and all that. Yeah, that too. That was really good too. It's just an all-around good series right now. A book I'm really, really excited about reading. Tales from the Dark Multiverse, The Death of Superman. First appearance of Lois Lane as the Eradicator. Kind of an Elseworld story. Hell have no fury like a woman scorned. From what I hear about it, in the middle of grief, she gets superpowers, and we all have some relationship with grief and all that, and how you don't think straight. So let's just give someone superpowers while they work through things. So very, very interesting. I got a text, so gotta love my smartwatch. I can get texts on it. So I bought the first book. I don't buy very many Image books at all, but I bought the first one as a just to see what it was about, and interested me enough that I wanted to see what the story was. So I bought the second one, SFXSX number 2. So I don't do Image or independent books very much, so when I find one that's not Marvel or DC, I kind of have to go with it, you know what I mean? So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 99. I went with a variant Eastman cover. And I've heard front cover says it's a $7.99 book. Yep. Back here it says $3.99 on the price tag, the scannable code. And over here it says $7.99. So these are Air books. So I found that out just 10 minutes ago watching Bill on Economics and Comics when he was talking about his comic book day haul. So yeah, a nice $4 book that's thicker. So really, really cool. And speaking of Superman, I could not pass up the Dollar Comics Superman 75. Anytime I can get this book, I always get this book. This is the issue of the storyline that got me into reading comics as a kid, or liking comics. This is my favorite storyline is Superman. Sad as it is that he died, but although he comes back, but then again, only Uncle Ben stays dead in the comic books. So, but gotta have a dollar comic. And while I was there, I flipped through the dollar bins just a little bit more. Came across 2 books. First up was a Fantastic Four, issue 184. 30-cent book. Centerfold is attached on this book, and there's a chunk missing out of a page. Like that big out of a page. It affects the story, unfortunately. So very low grade book, incomplete 0.5 kind of a thing, I believe. But then again, I got it out of the dollar bin. Kind of a cool cover. Really nice. And last book I got is a Golden Age book, also out of the dollar bins. Fighting Marines, number 18, a 10-cent book. I'm a big history buff. I love my history, especially military history. And something about this cover just spoke to me. I don't know. It gives me, this is around the time when the Korean War was ending up. It's around the time the Korean War was ending. The signing of the peace treaty, well, not a peace treaty, but the armistice ceasefire. So this is about the Korean War kind of thing. So it's really cool. And Jack Attack, no. Oh, actually, yes, I have. I did hear back from him, but it said there was a short response to my lengthy one. It says something along the lines of, to the best of their knowledge, they had a full, all the pages were there, and I left a review right after I opened it, basically. Maybe that was my fault for not going through it fully, because he also says, you did leave a positive review. I'm like, well, yeah, I got a very well packaged comic in the mail. It was undamaged, on good, just like excellent seller, great shipping. And so I think the person saying like the fact that because I left a positive review based on their shipping, that they don't owe me anything. So if I can get anything back, I am going to get some back, because like I said, whether they knew or didn't know that I was missing a page, I'm not accusing by any means, because just like me, 2 months ago, I would not have known that page was missing. You get better and better at this hobby the more you get into it. So with my older books, especially my older books and all that, I've started counting the pages to make sure they're all there. And so I did that with this one, and then I came across a missing page. So if I can get money back, I will. And if I can't, oh well, I guess I spent more than I should for an incomplete book that I didn't know was incomplete at the time. It is what it is. I still am extremely happy to have that book signed by Stan Lee. So, it is what it is. If the Watcher appears in the What If Disney Plus thing, if a Watcher appears, that book's going to skyrocket, even in a 0.5 condition. So, yeah, shame a missing page. And I'm not done trying. So, by any means, I'm not done trying. You don't pick a fight with me, because unlike the Energizer Buddy, I won't give up. I'm just going to keep going and going and going until I'm satisfied. So, yeah, you pick a fight with me, you don't usually like the outcome because you give up first. So, anyway, that's the new comic books for today. Really cool. Look forward to the Dark Multiverse. Really look forward to the Dark Multiverse storyline. I completely understand, I have not lost anyone like this yet. I mean, I've lost grandparents. Don't get me wrong. I've lost my grandparents, but when they're in their late 60s, 70s, 80s, when they're 90s, when you lose a grandparent like that into natural causes, it is very sad. But it's not as hard because it's more natural. You know what I mean? But I never lost anyone like this. You know, I've never lost anyone to killed, so I cannot understand what she's going through, but I can have a good idea the best I can. Thank you, Emily is dad. I appreciate it. Yeah. And yeah, I got an ASM that had page missing, so I know the feeling. Yeah. I mean, I have an ASM 22 that that has a missing last page, 0.5 incomplete, but I bought it in that condition. You know, so I bought it graded CBCS 0.5. I knew what I was buying at the time. It was in a good price, and it was a way to get an early Spider-Man key. So I knew what I was getting, and so I bought it. Just bought that key for cheap. So, but anyway, I better get going because I have some more stuff to do before I turn in for the night. I've been getting far too little sleep lately, and that needs to change. So, have a good night, everyone. Happy collecting, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.